The video that you are about to watch will give a brief overview of the purpose and proper use of your personal dosimeter.
Hello, we are your friendly Leicester Radiation Safety Service team, also known as LRSS. Part of our role is to provide advice and guidance to ensure the safety of staff that work in or around areas that use ionizing radiation and radiographic equipment. To help us with this, we have trained individuals acting as radiation protection supervisors, also known as RPSs. Under the Ionizing Radiations Regulations 2017, IRR 17, there should be at least one RPS in all areas where ionizing radiation is used. If you would like to find out more about these risks, please go to www.informed-scan.com. To ensure that all doses are kept as low as possible, and within legal limits, we monitor the radiation you are exposed to using a monitoring device, which we refer to as a dosimeter. There are 4 main types of dosimeters. 1. Whole body. 2. Collar, for unattenuated radiation and a surrogate for lens monitoring. 3. Ring, for finger monitoring. And 4. Lens for eye monitoring. For a dosimeter to be able to record accurately, it must be worn as detailed in the local rules for your area and only whilst working. A whole body dosimeter should be worn in roughly the same place on your torso every time between the chest and waist, with the label facing outwards. To attach, break the tab from the top of the dosimeter and press into the grey holder. Do not place badges on lanyards, as there is a risk that they could face the wrong way and provide an underestimated dose record. It is also important that if you are wearing a lead apron, that the whole body dosimeter is beneath this apron. Collar dosimeters should be worn on top of any PPE on the collar with the label facing outwards. Whilst collar and whole body dosimeters are of the same shape, you can tell them apart using the diagram on the front of the badge. If you are asked to wear a collar and whole body dosimeter together, they should be worn in the positions shown. Ring dosimeters should be worn in the position specified by your area. It is important that they are worn correctly so that the highest dose expected on your hand is measured. In interventional radiology, this is usually on the little finger of the hand facing towards the palm. In nuclear medicine, it is on the first finger, second flange, as shown in the pictures. If you are unsure, please speak to your RPS in the first instance. Rings should always be worn on the correct hand, with blue on the left and orange on the right. Also printed on each ring dosimeter is LG for left or RG for right. Lens dosimeters should be placed on PPE provided by your department where able. Alternatively, they should be carefully clipped onto caps or bands, placing them as close to the eye as possible. Please note that eye dosimeters may pop off glasses and should be secured to the glasses where possible, potentially using tape. They should also not be taken on holiday, as this can lead to significant doses being recorded on the badge. To minimize the risk of loss of any radiation dosimeters, avoid taking these home. At the end of each monitoring period, please hand your dosimeter to your area's designated dosimeter coordinator or return them to LRSS located at LRI Sandringham Building, Level 1. Failure to return badges on time will incur a charge per badge to the area, including lost badges. Dosimeters are resilient as they are encased in hard waterproof plastic. Nevertheless, if you think your badge is lost, broken, damaged, or subjected to high temperatures, you must contact LRSS so a replacement can be offered immediately. If you have multiple employers, please let the radiation safety team know, as we have legal requirement IRR 17 to cooperate with other employers to ensure that staff do not exceed any annual dose limits. When you request your first dosimeter, you should be asked if you carry out radiation work outside of the trust. If this is the case, LRSS can organize annual dose sharing. You must let us know before you start working with radiation at another employer so that your doses can be shared. You may receive dose record requests after staff leave the department, which can be forwarded to the Dosimetry team. You can do this by emailing the Dosimetry mailbox directly or asking your line manager to email us on your behalf. You also need to notify LRSS when on maternity leave to pause monitoring during this time. Your manager will need to carry out an individual pregnancy risk assessment. Thank you for listening. If you need any more information, please contact Ella SS. Phone 011625859878. Email dosimetry@yule-tr.nhs.uk. Or visit our Insight page.